Hello, I wanted to make a practical video on how to deal with lust, and it goes like this: that it's been conquered, it's been won, and practically, I think there's about three elements to it. One of the elements is making the choice and then entering into a covenant, and a secondary element is understanding the limitations of cutting off things which are necessary to cut off, which will trigger or motivate the lustful activities. And the third thing is prayer, basically. So, and they're all linked, right? So I was really struggling. And so I got down and on my knees and I prayed for deliverance. And then the next day, I wasn't struggling, but I saw the place where I got down and prayed, and something told me to go down and pray there again. And I heard my flesh say, "No, don't bother about it." And then I realized, oh no, I don't choose the flesh, I choose the spirit. And so I got down and I prayed again. And so now I know, from now on, I know the different callings of the flesh and the spirit perfectly. Because of that one experience in the struggle, God has given me the deliverance, because He's given me the discernment to discern what's the flesh calling and what's the spirit calling. So now I can deny the flesh and choose the spirit. Further to that, food is a big issue. Whenever you eat, or if you eat poorly, or if you eat too much, this will bring about lustful impulses. As you're feeding your flesh, you're not denying your flesh, you're giving your flesh what it wants, and the flesh's voice becomes louder. But what you've done is made your flesh louder. You've made it a bit more difficult for yourself, but you have to eat, and sometimes you're going to eat poorly. And so that's working with your limitations. I went over prayer, and the beginning bit is the entering into covenant relationship. So I've made a covenant now. Chat GPT helped a bit, that higher intelligence. And whenever I'm on the verge of, falling into sin, I've just bought running shoes and I will go on a run. And I've made that covenant now, and it it's it's as unbreakable as any other. And so when I'm gonna fall and I'm like, oh no, I gotta go on a run. If I fall, I really don't want to go on a run, and so I just kind of don't do it. And so those three tied together are practically how you can overcome. Um, and yeah, there you go. It's you ask for deliverance and you're given discernment. You can then understand what it is to follow Jesus and to follow the way, which is to deny the flesh and pick up your cross. Picking up the cross would be the running. Denying the flesh would be saying no and not doing the thing. Denying the flesh would also be going running too. So I think that's just awesome, because you can always run. Doesn't matter how sleepy you are, doesn't matter how tired you are, you can always run. And you can always not want to run so much that don't do don't do X temptation, because you don't want to run so much. It's just perfect. It's like having a bigger brother, like bigger brother is going on a run. Is it's worth not doing the little brother if you got the big brother right next to you at all times, if you entertain the little brother, essentially. So there you go. I just was going through my videos, saw that I'd made a video about lust, and it was about how you got to be a good husband, right? And so when you're falling into lust, it's because you're not doing the things that make you into a good husband. And this is on the same line, because I was also watching one of the videos where the scriptures will transform you, and so you have to let go of your perspectives and allow yourself to be transformed by the scriptures. And so I'm exercising that, I'm living that, and I'm allowing myself to be transformed. And so that information which was true is now transformed into something greater and more practical. And so, yeah, this is next level stuff. Keep tuning in, guys. Bye bye.